Hey now, welcome to another edition of the Formula with Angry Old. Trying to clean up a few things real quick before we get started, but we got always got to pay some bills. This episode is brought to you by um, Maywire Cosmetics, New Exclusive Bakery, and last but not least, our Craft Mart. So I probably ran through it a little bit too fast for Shannon's liking for him to get it together. But I want to speak on first. I want to shout out Dominique for her debut show the other night. She did good. She did well actually, better than good. And just want to give her a shout out or whatever. Melanated Vibrations. Looking forward to your next episode. And the show that preceded me earlier, 6 o'clock, Tareka, she also doing a good job. Her, it's like her her third show or something like that. It's fairly new, but she does a good job with that also. Very informative. She had a nice guest on there today, a nice guest before whatever. And tonight, me myself, I have a guest on tonight. Well, she's not a guest to me. She's family to me. She's a sister. She's not my blood sister, but she's still my sister. She's been my sister. I've known this girl since well over 40 years. And the reason she's here tonight, I have a lot of admiration for her and her husband, like how they do together. Their black love is something that to be married in our community. And this is something that people could look to and aspire to be exactly what her and her husband Herb has. I just think it's decent. Like they was made for each other. The epitome of when they say I was made for somebody, those two were made for each other. And I've been around her long enough to know that he is her person. I've seen her through childhood to adulthood or whatever. Seen her, go through what she went through, and and I'm just proud of what she got going on right now. So whenever she hit backstage, you could bring her on, Shannon. I don't know if she's back there yet because I can't see. What's up, Nick?
Yo, you about to make me cry. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
You ain't tell him I used to beat you up though.
you only beat me up one time. You beat me up one time, I think. I only can remember one time you beat me up.
Yeah, maybe only once, but I was proud of that moment.
I don't know what the hell we was doing fighting anyway.
True that,
You know
what's
how
going
siblings
on?
do. Not much. How you been?
Listen, long as I got this black man, I'm good.
Well, Herb, I know Herb. He excited about Sunday, ain't he?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I had to make a. I'm gonna give a shout out to some of these people in the comment section before we get started. All right, Nick.
Alrighty.
What's up, Tareka? Hannibal, what's up, Hannibal? How you doing, man? Yo, ain't big exclusive. What's up, man? Stop the presses. AOG getting pause put on. I ain't ashamed though. I was probably like what about 10, 9 years old or something like that.
Yeah, I
It
hit
wasn't
the lady's
it
hands.
wasn't even no real fight though. Like she had all them. She had a lot of older big brothers, and that's she had that on her side. So she had that on her side. So I'm gonna just go with that. So what's up, Rocksteady? I was looking to have you on here tonight, Rocksteady, because you got something going on just like she do, man. And I want to hear a male's the same thing from a male's perspective, because women and men speak differently, when it comes to stuff like that. And I want to hear from both sides because I don't have that going on, so I can't really speak about it. Now, if you want to hear about, nuking the situation or fucking some shit up, then I can tell you all about it.
Your
But
time is coming.
that good black love, she can speak about it. Like I've grown up with her, and I've seen it. I've seen it, and what she got now is amazing, and I'm so happy for her. So, like, how did you know? Like, what made you know that was it for you? Like, once y'all start dating or whatever, or when you met him, like, how did that go about?
Let me start from the beginning. Can I start from the beginning?
Yeah.
First, I was married before.
Hmm.
Totally wrong. You'll know the difference when God put something together And when you put something together because you like somebody or y'all click or whatever, it's a total difference. But also in being married to her, I realized he made me realize and God made me realize my whole life I've been wired wrong. I watched my mom like totally disrespect men, like totally like I can't ever say I seen a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
And growing up as a girl, you especially women of color, you grow up with that. I don't need him. I'm not listening to nobody. He can't tell me nothing. I listen to everything my husband say. He is my leader. I am submissive. I'm proud to say I'm submissive. I don't even no longer say I'm a strong black woman because he my strength.
Hmm.
And but I think he showed me what I
Hmm.
needed.
Hmm.
Like a lot of times I talk to men all the time. They say we don't listen, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that. You gotta really show a woman you can lead and you got it. And if you really show a woman you love her and you leading and you got it, she will kindly fall back. Because most black women want to fall back. They don't want to be in charge. They don't want to, but most of the time, men can't handle it. If you really look at a lot of households, women holding it down. I really think women really be holding a household down. But if a man really show her, oh, I got that, you don't have to worry about that, she will sit her ass down.
Because
I know that's my
that's basically where we come from, though. Like female driven households. Like my mom and my dad was together, but I don't remember my dad being like.
exactly,
I
exactly, exactly. He was
don't remember my
there.
dad like he was there, but it was all about my mom. Like my
Yeah,
mom, I
she
mean,
was
he went to
holding it
work
down.
and did what he did, and but it was about my mom though. Like my mom, like my dad was in my life until he died, and I was about 32 when he died.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I can remember my dad teaching me, my dad taught me how to throw a curveball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can remember my dad teaching me how, teaching me how to do it. Now, my dad, it's four of us, four boys,
Right.
and we played sports all our lives. And my dad never came to a practice. My dad never came to a game. And I can remember when, as a kid, how we start liking baseball because we went to my dad baseball games,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how we all start liking baseball. And we all played baseball. We all played basketball. We all played football. My dad never, and he was home though. Never
But
won
here's
practice. Never won game. Nothing.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like, we're not knocking them for how they
No.
did it.
Uh.
They did the best they could because I danced at the House for Center all the time. My mom never came to a Christmas show or my recital. I remember all the years I danced at the center. I think my mom came to one show, and that's because she had company. And I think I was at the center. I left my bodysuit. I ran home to get it, and my aunt was at the house, and she
And
said,
it was,
"Girl, where
and
you
that's a
running?"
half a block away.
Yeah. And she said, "Where you running to?" I said, "I got a recital across the street." And she made my mom come. My mom wasn't thinking about me dancing at the center. And I
Now,
did it my whole life.
I'm getting ready to give him a chance to laugh, get off on me. I can laugh at myself, so I don't care about nobody else laughing at me. Remember, we was in the dance class with you.
With your feet stinking, smelling like corn chips.
We was in
Oh
the
my
dance
God,
class.
y'all feet used to stink. Yo, y'all feet used to stink.
I ain't even gonna name all the other dudes that was in there with me and throw them under the bus,
Yeah,
but
they
we
too
was in
cool
there.
now. Don't
Yeah,
they that dude now. Don't do that
we
to
was in
them.
there. But again, like the black, like the love part, like we wasn't shown that, and like
Yeah.
what you got going, like it's not too many people that got that I know anyway. I know a handful of people that got what you and Herb got. Like my man Anthony Metlock got that. Um, Maul got that with Keita. A couple other people, but other than that, it's not. I don't see it's not prevalent in the people that I know. Like it's all like broken relationships
Mm-hmm.
or marriages. Is that's they just there. They married, but they just
Yeah.
exist. They not.
And
You
that
know.
and and that's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. It
But
is.
I think for how we came up and nobody really taught us anything. And when I hear people go back and forth like who's right, the man or the woman, we all wrong.
We all wrong.
Especially coming from the hood where we come from.
Yeah,
We all wrong. And
all wrong.
our parents and ourselves, we did the best we could with what
And yeah, but knowing what you know now, you didn't know that then.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't know that at all.
I'm proud to say I'm submissive. I'm proud to say my husband lead. I'm proud, he a grown ass man.
And I know him for a long time. So I know who he is. I know what he about. I know where he come from. I know his brothers. I know his sister. So he is a good man, like a good guy. He one of the good ones. You ain't got to worry about him. He never was in no bullshit ever in his whole life in the streets. None of that. He played sports. He did what and he a hard working man.
Let me tell you my attraction though. What got me? I found myself attractive to how secure he is with himself.
Yeah.
He don't have on no Gucci, no Louis, no nothing. He just be chilling. And I was like, he not a dick rider. Everybody be gotta be in the, and his confidence in himself was just so attractive to me. I would look at him like he don't give a fuck. Like he nice to everybody.
He
nice
helps
to
people
everybody, but he rolled by himself. He don't have to be in the end clique, and that was real attractive to me to see how confident he was in himself. Just sitting quiet made a lot of noise for me.
Yeah, and that's decent. And so y'all been together for a nice amount of time now. So like, how do y'all keep it? What do y'all do to keep it fresh? Like, what do you do personally to keep it fresh?
Honestly,
mm-hmm.
We laugh a lot, and listen. We laugh a lot, and it's sad. Like I see people getting these what they call BBLs and all that.
That's insane. Like
that's not. That's let me show. Let me show you. This is how real I am. Can you see my silly plaits?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be in his arms, okay, watching a movie. It's my hair,
mm-hmm.
In his arms, watching a movie, cracking up. We go to work. I'm about keeping the house clean and candles. So when we come home, it's our safe haven. Like we laugh a lot, and we don't run the street. We can't wait to get home. We can't wait to be home.
Yeah, and y'all do a lot of stuff together. Like
yeah. He
do
like
a lot
karaoke, dance. Yeah, we friends. I think because we friends. We friends.
Like, the laughter is good for the soul. Like, and I firsthand I know that she's, first of all, she's funny as shit. She's funny as shit. She don't take no shit, and she gonna speak her mind.
Yeah.
But she real though, and this my sister. I got 3 brothers, and this is the sister that I never had. Like, and she's been my sister for a long time. Like, and that we got that's the kind of relationship we got. Like, she's my sister.
Let me tell you something funny, right? Because you see my hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'll be at work and I might take my scarf off. He'd be like, "Oh my God, girl, put your scarf on. You walk around your husband looking like that.
You're not vain though.
With a wig on."
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? You want me to be ashamed of my natural hair, and you sit up here, every last one of y'all with a wig on?
Yeah. What's the bullshit on?
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you got to love yourself first.
Yes.
You got to love yourself first, and I found out a lot about myself in the last few years. Like, if you would have asked me beforehand, like, do you love yourself? Fucking real, I love myself. Why wouldn't I love myself?
Mm-hmm.
But when I look back on all the shit that I did and was doing, there's no way in the world that I love myself doing the shit that I was doing. Mm-hmm. And I ain't embarrassed to say it.
Right. Like, it's growth. It's growth.
Yeah. I ain't embarrassed. When I look back on a lot, like people like a lot of the women that I dealt with, I still remain like friends with them and talk to them periodically. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to one of them, and she told me some shit she said that I said to her. And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't have said nothing like that to nobody. She was like, yo, I don't have no reason to lie. Like, you said that. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. And I was like embarrassed. Like, God damn, like, what the fuck was wrong with me to say some shit like that to her?
Yeah. Do you feel
And
like you had like pain you wasn't dealing with, or
like, yo, I've been through so much and suppressed so much shit from even from growing up and seeing a whole bunch of shit and being, and I think that's probably what it is.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I came to grips with the fact that I needed therapy my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
that's not
here's the thing. But here's the thing, though, because as we were growing up, I can remember people saying, "You friends with him? He's so fucking mean." But I knew no matter who you cussing out or whatever, you always had a heart. It's like you an onion. You had to just peel all that away. That was your defense mechanism. Because people be
that's what
like, "Yo, he mean as fuck."
that's probably what it was. Like I don't like, and like I always tell people, like if you know me, you know that I'm not like that.
Yeah, right,
But you
right,
got to know me, and it just was like I never really was like a people person. Like if I didn't know you, I didn't want to know you, and I wasn't going to let you get to know me.
right.
So you would think that I was a certain way, like because all somebody got to do is say you a certain way, and that shit it just grow, it just carry. So all my life, like I always heard, like yo, you mean like he mean as shit, like he mean he not, and I heard it all my life, and I always ignored that shit.
Right.
I always ignored it. They be like, yo, why you look so mean? Like why you always mean? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I'm chilling, like, but I gave out that kind of energy and people took it and ran with it. But if you know me, you know me. Like, and
Yeah,
it's
I
not too
think you
many
was
people that
protecting
really know me.
yourself too, though.
Yeah, and it's not too many people that know me like that. But if you know me and I fuck with you, I'm loyal to the people that I fuck with,
Right.
and and that's probably why I be so guarded with people in general because I know if I'm cool with you, like I'm down for you,
Yeah.
and I'll do whatever I can for whoever I can that I care about. Rocksteady, you have to be able to do everything together, even if y'all don't. Y'all as best friends have that ability. Exactly. That's what her Makita got the same thing. You and her.
But you know what? You don't have it. I don't know exactly
It's
what you're
just
talking.
it's deep. They real good. Like
But
and
too, you got. I saw that he said you have to do everything together. Not necessarily like for us, everything like. I done been to Colombia, Puerto Rico, girls trip. He be like, here go this cash go. Here go this cash go.
yeah. I think on the end of
But
it, he said, or the ability to do everything together, not all everything, but that
yeah,
y'all would
but
be able to. There's
yeah.
stuff that y'all can't do together, basically.
Right. Yeah, yeah. It's nothing we can't do together, but at the
Yeah.
same time, you gotta allow people their
You
space
need
too.
just everybody need their space. We talked about that
Mhm.
before. And me needing my space is no knock against you and how I
Yeah,
feel around you.
yeah, yeah. A friend of mine, her and her husband, they looking for a house. They moving out of apartment into a house. I said, look, find a house where he either can have a room or a man cave. Herb got the basement with the 75-inch TV. On Sundays, I don't see him till like maybe 10, 11
Nighttime.
o'clock. He'll say, look, you got me till 12 o'clock. What you need me to do? You need to run to Walmart, Sam's Club, what you
Hmm.
gotta do? Because after that, he shuts us down. And he
Yeah,
deserved that though, because he worked hard. That's his pleasure. He don't run the streets. Like, I
yeah.
wanted to get rid of cable. I'm doing the bills like this costs too much. He like,
Shit.
that's my one pleasure. I don't
Yep.
drink, I don't smoke. I'm
That's what I'm
like, you
about to
know
say. Her
what?
don't even drink.
Yeah. He was like, I don't drink, I don't smoke. That's my one pleasure. I'm like, we got the fire stick, this and that. He's like, no, I need cable. Okay, keep the cable. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
But we so wired wrong, and it's sad because now our kids out here
The
crazy.
same.
Like,
Yep, yep.
and
We
we
repeating the cycle and worse.
yes, yes,
And we was never
yes.
taught. We was never shown how to love.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
was never
Even the
taught how
simple
to
things
love.
is to yeah, and even the simple things to say you sorry when you wrong. If you
You
hurt
can't even.
somebody's
You
feelings,
can't.
we can't.
Shit.
We think that's weak.
Imagine that. Like that's a sign of weakness to say
Yes.
you
Yup.
sorry or you
Yeah.
apologize. Like
Yeah.
you would die on the hill with that shit instead of just apologizing.
Right.
And
Right.
go saying you genuinely, you genuinely sorry.
Yeah.
Like if I
Or
hurt you,
even for the fellas, if you got one girl, that's corny. You
yeah.
supposed to have bitches.
Like I said last week, like when I was coming up, motherfucker told me one is too close to none. One of the old
Mm.
heads.
All white. That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's
Crazy.
and we ran with that shit. And that's I just was doing shit.
But
And
you know
have
what? I do remember my mom says, you know, I had 5 brothers. I remember the first time Joanne got her heart broke. And
Mm,
my mom actually made my brothers watch her cry. Like she was in the room crying, listening to slow
mm.
jams, all that. And my mom was like, it's not cool. You probably know my brothers better than I do. I don't know them to be road runners or like have
No, they not. They not.
multiple women. My mom, she used to be like, pick one. Only one can come in this house. If another one can, if one of them had 2 or 3 women come, my mom be like, oh, he just had so and so here, and he just had so and so here. Like she was snitch. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not. She didn't tolerate it. She didn't
And, and,
tolerate it.
and they wasn't going. They wasn't shit. Rudell, she would have put
What?
blood in their mouth.
Yeah. And then for the girls, she would say, this is what she would say. This is a grown show. My mom would be like, don't be out there giving your pussy to everybody. You embarrass your brothers.
Yeah.
It was a lot of guys I liked, but I was scared to talk to them because I'm like, dang, I might embarrass
Man,
my
you
brother.
had Ralph, Larry, Chuck, Harold D, Eddie. Like,
Nobody wanted to talk to me.
yo, listen. I was
But what they
talking to
say, it's
Bus
important to stay in tune with another.
and learn each other. Facial expressions, body language. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
And say if your facial expression, your body language, tell it all. And
Mm-hmm.
you got to learn how to read that though.
Yeah.
You got to learn. You got to be able to read it because a lot of times you know you might not verbalize it, and it'll be in your body language or your facial
Yep.
expressions.
You
Like,
might talk with your face or you might talk with your body. That is so true.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you got to learn. If you learn it about somebody, that's all. That's all about really getting to know somebody.
Yeah.
You really
Yep.
got to get to know. Really got to get to know who you plan on spending. If you plan on spending your rest of your life with somebody, you got to know that person. So, Big Exclusive said, "What are some of the techniques y'all use to handle conflict?"
Honestly, we don't have many. The one big one we had, we have a house we was renting out. He was renting to a friend of his, and I felt like they wasn't paying enough rent and things they was doing to the house I didn't like that really had me like on fire. But for me, depending on what the conflict is, like if I'm flaming, I don't cuss at him and all that, but I'm a cusser. So
Yeah,
I gotta take a time out. I'll say, give me a minute because all the sorries in the world can't take back once you say something.
yeah,
So I'm the type you gotta give me a minute. Like give me a minute because some words about to come out my mouth ain't nice.
yeah.
So I
I've
usually
heard them
take
before.
yeah. Yeah, we usually when it's getting heated, we walk away and then we come back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I think that's the easiest way to deal with it though.
Yeah,
Because
because
if you don't cool off, like cooler heads got to prevail before you start talking.
yeah,
Because like you
yeah,
said, you're
because
going to say like the tongue cuts deep,
oh
so
yeah,
you
and I'm
can't unsay
vicious.
some shit. Like you can't like that shit cut deep. Like words hurt.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like a word that hurt you, cut you deeper than an
yeah,
actual
yeah,
punch or a physical punch or slap
yeah.
or whatever. That
Yep.
shit gonna wear off. But
And he don't even
somebody,
cuss. He don't
yeah,
even cuss. And I'm with it. Like, rawr.
you don't got you don't got to tell me.
So I'll be like, yo, give me a minute. Stop.
Hmm.
Like and there's been times where he may keep talking. I'll be like, please, stop him out. Please,
Yeah,
please. I don't want these words to roll off my tongue.
yeah,
Because all the sorries in the world not gonna fix it.
at all. You could say and like and this had a conversation with somebody and
I
we was
used to
talking
tell
about
people that all the time. I'd rather go away and calm down. Yes.
instead of going in this argument because
Mm-hmm.
talk it out, don't let it linger around, talk to each other, not at each other. That don't go to bed angry is easier said than done. Yup, but you can let it snowball because you can't let it snowball. It
But
is
here's the thing
because
too. We wasn't even taught how to handle conflict.
conflict resolution was we didn't know.
Yeah.
When you just
It's sad.
you fuss, you fight, and then you just walk away, and
Yeah.
there's no resolution. Now you're
Yeah.
both still mad and shit. Like
And I feel like we generations of this mess up. I
the
will
same shit.
say, I will say with let's take Maisha for instance, my daughter.
Mm,
I did not want her to be a teenage mom. Don't be somebody baby mama. Like
yeah,
we don't try to break the cycles.
yeah.
She 36 now with no
Shemaisha still
kids.
don't have no kids.
Yeah. But here's the
Latera
sad
30.
part.
My daughter 33. She don't have no kids.
Yeah, but people be like, you ain't got no grandkids, and I'll be like, I ain't got no son-in-law neither. Like we
Yeah,
think something wrong with her
yeah.
that she
Marry
would
be,
want to get married
yeah.
first. Tell it,
Marry before you carry.
yeah, what does say? Don't.
Let it linger. It's the same one from Mar. Don't let it
Oh, okay,
linger. Just
yeah,
talk it out or whatever. And
yeah.
don't go to. So
Mm-hmm.
what we need to start embracing in our community with these with the
You there?
I don't know what just happened. Yeah, marry before you carry.
Yeah.
That should be prominent. Like,
We don't
but
teach. We
we
don't
don't do that
teach
at
that.
all. Yeah, we looking,
And then we
like
throw
you,
these. What are
some of the things that surprise you about finding the one, trying to get some insight because he's looking for the one itself.
what
Because
is that?
honestly, I would never have you and him together before y'all
I
got
know,
together.
right? Right.
I would
And
never have y'all together.
that's when you know it's God. Because I'm
Hmm.
on 10 and he like
He be chilling
they
all the time. When he
dating.
play, he chilling playing sports. He chilling the whole
Yeah.
time. Me, on the other hand, I'm a maniac, and he chilling.
I told him, I said when we was dating, I said, I know the bottom saying, what the fuck are you doing with her?
Yeah. When you told me, I was like, wow. Like I would never see you with him. So I'm gonna tell a funny story. I was telling Shannon the other day, stop looking and searching and let it find you. Basically,
Yep.
opposites attract.
Yep.
So I was telling him, remember that time when I was on the side of the store on Mount Vernon Street, and I was talking to the girl, whatever, and you pulled up and you jumped out and was like, "Yo, the fuck you doing out here with her, nigga? Come and get your shit."
You remember that?
I was like, "Yo, what you doing?"
I play too much.
I was like, "Yo, what you doing?"
Yo, I play too much.
But when you told me that you was seeing him, I was like, wow, like I didn't. And then it just turned into what it turned into, and I was happy for you.
But you know what? I think all of us have a facade. Cause I had my facade, but with him I can be weak. With him I can cry. With him it's all good. You know, even my other situation with him, it's all good. It's all
Hmm.
good. It's like I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
that's
He
decent
knows
though. Like what y'all
he
got is
knows
good.
his mistakes and everything. That's like one time I was in Walmart and I had all these undershirts and stuff because I got a pet peeve about men and dingy stuff. I feel like your undershirts and your socks represent me. So I'm always like, so the guy behind me, he was like, excuse me, why you got who's all them undershirts and socks and stuff with you, your son? And I was like, no, my husband. He was like, your husband? He said he don't buy his own stuff. I said, I got a pet peeve about his undershirts and his socks. Like they represent me. I can't stand to see a dude in dingy undershirts and socks. He's like, but they his undershirts and socks. How you gonna feel some kind of way about his undershirts and
See, he
socks? I
don't
said,
understand. He don't get it.
yeah, I said, but he my husband. When he walk out the door, people say that's Nikki husband, and he can't be out there. I said, is
Rocksteady retarded. Me and Keita was just supposed to smash, and we both told each other we ain't looking to be in no damn relationship. Now they married. They've been married. Rocksteady, I've been married for about 10 years now, right? They've been married for about a good 10 years now.
but see, I know that because when I started seeing her, you know, I was divorced, and I was like, yo, I'm done with them. I'm just gonna kick it, date, and that's it. I ain't never get married again.
Hmm.
And here I am. So
And y'all got
I
what? How many years y'all got now?
7.
Damn,
Yep.
damn.
It's just
That,
it's just it's just peaceful. When you at a point where you ain't trying to impress nobody and y'all
mhm.
just trying to take care of each other and be good for each other.
Yep. See, they
His,
got 11 years.
yeah, his family is great. I got a wonderful mother-in-law, a wonderful sister-in-law. Like it's just all, you know, my family crazy right now
See,
since my mom passed, but
I know
long as I
we
got
ain't,
him, I'm good.
yeah. That's like that shit was heartbreaking, but we ain't gonna talk about that because they still
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Like all of
Yeah,
them
oh yeah.
still family. So I still
Absolutely,
deal with
always.
all of them the same way I dealt with them all my
Mm-hmm.
life. No love lost.
Yeah. But it's just sad that we so wired wrong. And by the time, look at us, by the time we figuring it out, we
Yeah,
50, 55.
yeah.
Like,
How important is it to get along with the in-laws?
for me, I have a lot of friends. Most of my friends say, I ain't married his family. I married him. No, I'm family
I
oriented.
see you doing stuff with his sisters and everything, like
Yeah, I'm
with his
family.
sister.
Yeah, I love them. For me, it's very important.
Mhm.
It's
They
but a
close.
lot of
They tight knit anyway. Their family,
yes, they
like,
are. Yes, they are. They real family oriented. But I feel like with a lot of times, I'm be honest, women start shit.
mhm,
Women will want to pull men away from that sister he close to, or that auntie he close to, or even his mom.
mhm,
Me having five brothers, every one of my brothers, the sister that they was close to, the wife pulled them away from it.
mhm.
Me and Eddie was tight until Nikki,
I know, man. I was so fucking mad. I was
you
like that.
know.
That yeah. Like
But men, and a lot of times men don't see the goofy stuff women do. They like me, I want to join in. I don't want to take you away from your family. I want to join in. But oftentimes women even want to take you away from your kids. I want you to take care of my kids, but
yeah.
leave your kids alone.
Mhm,
Yeah, you gotta really be careful who you set your life up with, because
yeah.
it could be crazy.
Hey, listen. I was talking to Bus the other day, right? We was
Mm-hmm.
talking about it. Was I talked to him after Will had passed, whatever. So Bus was like, man, I had a grudge against him all my life. He was like, man, I wanted to kick his ass when I got older. He said, man, he used to take my bike every fucking day. Will used to take it. He used to take his bike every day and bring it back at night and shit. Until he
Who's
told your
that?
brother that Bus told that to Harold. He told Harold what was happening, and Harold made Will leave him the fuck alone and stop taking his bike. He said to this day he wanted to whip Will ass, but
Oh,
when
damn.
he
See,
got old, he was like, man, if I beat him up like what like to this day, he said he still had that same grudge and shit. He said Harold made Will leave him alone. Rock said I went into it saying it ain't important. I married her, but damn, she make things a lot easier. Nobody cutting their family off. Yeah, but they do though. People do cut their family off for their significant others.
but see, a lot of times women want to prove I'm the wife and I
Yeah,
come
I'm the
first.
number. There
That
shouldn't be no competition.
yes, because
What's up,
one of
Brandon?
the Herb and his sister, they like this. They thick as thieves. Like,
Yeah,
I got five brothers and I don't love them like she love him. But I'm
mhm.
coming to join in, not to battle who he gonna love the most.
Most
And
yeah.
but women do it. Women
Mm.
women
And
do it.
that's another thing that we do in our community. That's sad. Like we just got so many barriers to break down
Yep.
before we can
Yep.
even begin to love each other. We gotta. It's so much shit that we gotta break the mold and start all over
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
learn. Like we can learn from what y'all got,
Yeah.
what Rocksteady got, with Keita, with stuff like that. Like
Yeah. But
if you see, the more you see it, the more apt you are to do it.
I would never want to be bothered with somebody who don't want to be bothered with my family. Like now we looking for a house. We looking to
Mm-hmm,
move. And I told him we gotta find a house where just in case, because your mom and dad getting older, if
mm-hmm,
they gotta live with us, we got room for them. I'm
yeah,
planning for that. I'm planning for to help and take care of them if
yeah,
if they need me to.
yeah,
Because I would want my spouse to do that for my mom if she
yeah.
was here.
And ain't too many of them out there like you, Nick. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've been around the corner a lot of times, and I mean, I had my shot, my fair share of good women, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I blew up my chance.
Listen, life ain't over yet. It's not
No,
over.
it's not. It's not. It's not. And I ain't looking either, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't look.
Yeah, I ain't looking. Exactly, but Scott couldn't be with nobody if it was like that. Yeah, couldn't be
But a
with
lot of
nobody.
people are.
What advice would you give new couples dating?
Um, be yourself. Be yourself and just be honest. Just relax. Don't have no expectations. Just be yourself.
Yeah, because
Just
everybody else is taken.
yeah.
Everybody else is taken.
Yeah, but
So
all that, matter of fact, I remember when we was dating, right? He called me. He was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm in the house chilling." He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop. If you don't mind, I'm gonna stop by and see you." I was like, "Okay." I was looking a hot mess. I had on this like raggedy sweatpants and this raggedy shirt. My hair was all over the place. And I ran upstairs to like start fixing myself up. I got to the third step. I was like, man, fuck it. I ain't doing all that. This how I said, this how I lounge around the house. Like, I'm
yeah,
not even gonna start off fronting. Like, I'm
hmm
not doing it. This how I be.
yeah, yeah. And that's the best. That's and then now he see you and you're chilling like
Mm-hmm.
he seen you at your worst or whatever, or your
Yeah.
lounge like everybody wanna be at the top of the game every time.
Yeah.
They're like,
Watching
what's gonna happen?
basketball
What's gonna happen
wives.
the first day he wake up in the morning and see you without all that shit on,
Yes.
and you don't look
Yes.
nothing like what the fuck you look like before you put it on, like so. I mean, we just the more barriers we break like that, and start following in the footsteps of people that got what y'all got. You see that more often, then the more people will be apt to do that and want to live like that and get it. And when they get it, when you get it, you got to know you got it. You got to cherish it. You got to nurture it, and you got to let that shit grow because it don't start off where y'all at right now. That shit grew into that.
Yeah. But you gotta know too, like, what God put us here for.
Yeah,
What it say?
it's first time y'all at each other's spot, take a shit, see how they respond.
We got two bathrooms.
See with me, like I'm not looking for nobody, but I know going forward, like I know I got like I'm not trying to sound big headed nothing. Like I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me.
Let me charge my phone. Here's the thing: nobody wants to be alone,
Yeah,
and with no, like, you know what I mean. Nobody want to be by themselves. We designed to be together.
exactly. We was put here to be with each other. You looking like Ryan and shit right now. Yo, you just legit look like Ryan that just came in your room. I got beef. Look, I got beef with Ryan since uh I want to say 88, 89. Me and Ryan got beef because she ran
Why,
because she told Michelle Miller,
Michelle?
yeah, she ratted me out. I'm like, how you gonna tell me I'm your brother? She's like, but that's my girlfriend. I'm like, but I'm your brother though.
See,
She ratted me out, and that was all she wrote for me.
do you ever see her?
I haven't seen her since your mom's funeral.
Oh wow,
That's the last time I saw her.
I liked you. I liked her for you.
I did too, but I was
Yeah,
I
I
was
liked her.
wild. I was wild though.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah. Ron did the right thing. She saved her.
I wouldn't have did that girl right. She
Yeah, she did the right thing.
she was a good girl, and I wasn't a good guy.
Yeah.
I was a good guy, but I wasn't a good. I was young. I was young though. Like and what you put into your relationship is what you're going to get out of. Yeah,
You know what? I don't
basically.
agree. I don't know. I don't agree with that to an extent because I know some people who gave people they all in all. They just ain't had that thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That don't
I mean
always,
that's just goes that you just made a bad choice in the partner and you gave
Yeah.
them your all or him or her and they didn't
Hmm.
reciprocate that shit because they
Right.
didn't have it. A
They
lot of
just ain't
people
have
don't
it
even
for
have
you.
it to give.
Yeah.
You don't even people. Some people don't even have it to give and don't
That's
even
true.
know it though. You're
Yep.
just out here thinking that you in love and you don't know what it is because you wasn't taught, you wasn't shown.
Yep.
Like you just really like somebody or you lust or whatever, and then you develop these feelings and you think it's love and it's not because if you really love, if you really loved a person like that, you would
Mhm.
like I wouldn't have did half the shit that I did if I really loved who I was with. I would have
But
loved
did
them
you
every
did you
time that
know
I
how to
thought about
love?
cheating and shit.
But you didn't know how to love.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So I didn't know. I didn't know how to lie. I thought I did. But if I really love like Michelle, if I really love Michelle, the one Michelle that I married, I wouldn't have
Hmm.
did the shit that I was doing to her
Right.
then.
Right.
So I didn't
Right.
know what love was then. I
Let me
would have
tell
did
you
I would have did
something.
that shit.
I'm 55 years old. What traumatized me, like, it's when how everybody had a childhood memory that you just be like, damn. I remember my dad used to come over, right? I used to love to see my father come over. Like, I used to be so That was my dog. And
Mm,
my mom, I can remember her. She let him come. We talk, we play, whatever, whatever. She'd be like, "You got any money?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, next week, blah, 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 blah." And she
mm,
would put him out. If
mm.
he ain't had no money, he had to go. She
And
never thought
the
about,
time,
but she never thought about what his presence, him just being there
yeah,
watching TV
I would
with
make
us.
you didn't care about no money.
I ain't care about that. And I used to be so mad at her. They get in an argument. Next thing you know, he leave. And
You
I
gotta
would get
go.
so sad. I would get so, so sad. Like, you messed up my visit. Like, I would hate her. Like, you messed up
Mm,
my visit. But as I grew up, it's like she trying to feed 9 kids. If he can't
yeah,
help to the household,
she was
she
she
ain't
was
got to.
she
She
was in struggle, and she
it
was
take
trying to
Alexis
survive.
to keep. But it's a shame you don't think. I mean, boo, I used to get so sad. Like, oh my, please don't make him leave. Please don't make him leave.
Yeah,
And she be like, nigga, you got, you know,
you know how your mom, you know,
yo, yo.
you know how
But
your mom could get.
but listen, she was so rough. I know that. I know how I watched her has a lot to do with me. Like I'm nurturing. I gotta kiss you before you go leave. I gotta hug on you. I gotta love on you. Cause she never did it, and I can still to this day see the pain in my father's face. And it's
Mm,
like I vow I would never like tell a man he ain't shit, and like
mm.
I can't do that. I can't.
Because
But I
but
know a lot of people do because you seen your mother do it.
what a lot of women don't understand is, as men, like we out here, the shit that we do is for y'all. And so, like when you say shit like that, like I don't give a fuck what nobody say to me, but somebody that I'm with that I'm with is my partner or my wife say some shit like that. That shit hurt. But somebody
Right.
else can say it, and I wouldn't give a fuck
Right.
because I'm doing is basically to please you.
Mm-hmm. But here's the sad part. I remember Fuzz, he probably was like 18, 19. He was seeing this girl. And this girl, the girl he was seeing, she was mad he didn't have a car.
Mm,
So he feeling low, he don't have a car or whatever, whatever. And I was like, look, if she can't catch the bus with you, fuck her.
yeah,
Because if you press to get a car, now you probably press to hustle or to
yeah.
do this and do
Now
that.
you got pressure.
I said, if she can't walk with you, let her go.
Let her catch the next bus. Let
Yeah,
her
bye.
catch the next ride that's coming.
Yeah,
And Fudge is a guy. Like
yeah, yeah,
that's your son that you ain't never had.
yes.
What are one or two rules you guys have developed in your marriage that keeps it strong, if you have it, if any?
Um, we don't have any. We just flow. We just know each other well enough. I know what he need, and he know what I need. Some
Hmm.
things is just an unspoken. It's just unspoken.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
decent because, like you see, like the people around you, you see their marriages failing and crumbling, and not lasting, or they just together in name and name only, and they don't
mm-hmm.
have that relationship or that bond, and it's just sad. Like
Yeah. So when people say like when the whole think like a man, 10
no,
things to get a
you
man,
can't. Like
that
you
shit
always
is
supposed to
not. That's not
you
it.
always
None of
supposed
that.
to be a woman. You embrace your femininity at all times. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't have it and hold it in until the right man, come along to bring it out. You're supposed to always be your natural feminine
Mm-hmm.
self.
Yeah. But it's sad because I be looking around like black women losing their mind between the lashes, the
Yep.
weaves, the ass. It's like, what is going on? Like,
Yep. It's
it's
all that shit can't get deposited in the bank.
yes, it's sad.
It's worthless. And because they don't love themselves enough to be okay with what God gave you.
Yeah.
If you loved yourself, you would be okay with what God gave you. And the other superficial stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't even aspire to have that shit. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what kind of value do that really carry when at the end of the day you got to strip all that shit off at the end of the day? So what are you
Yes.
doing it for? What are you
Yeah.
doing it for? Like this is like with the weave. That's a European standard of beauty. Why are we
Mm-hmm.
striving to have their standard of beauty and not our own?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the crazy part about it, they killing themselves to have our lips, have our bodies, have
Yeah.
our everything.
Yep. That is so true.
And what we do, them big
Yeah.
dumbass eyelashes got to go. Like the eyelashes is the worst.
Tarantulas. They tarantulas.
Mark Keita said their rule is they have dinner every night. That's hard.
Now we have date night on Friday. We
Okay.
do have date night on Friday.
Hmm.
But we go to karaoke. I think you know what? Like for example, Super Bowl Sunday, right? He told
Hmm.
me the other day, he said, my brother and two of my buddies gonna come over to watch the game. I said,
Hmm.
oh, okay, cool. So while I was at work, I went to the dollar store, bought these glasses, put all the guys' name on each one of them, put the eagle symbol on it, and made like grab bags with chips and whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm
Hmm.
gonna set them all up and then I'm leaving. I'm gonna go around the corner to my
Well,
girlfriend.
Danielle wants to show you how to do it.
Yeah, haha. And
I ain't
you
seen
know this,
Danielle talk
man.
to. I got to call her. I ain't talked to her in a while.
Yeah, she was just
How
on a
she doing?
cruise. She might be just coming back from a cruise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to
But
call her. I ain't talked to her in a while.
I think too the big thing is be thoughtful. Just be thoughtful. Like I'm
Yeah.
not pressed about Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
He never bought me nothing for Valentine's Day. Never.
And you
And I'm
cool with
fine
that
with
though?
it.
Yeah, because that's a commercialized day when we love each
Yeah.
other every day. So
You
why
don't
do
buy
I
me
got to show
You don't
you
buy
on
me
this
Christmas presents.
on this
Christmas.
colonizer's day to day? The colonizers said it's supposed to mean whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. But
nobody
to
cares
be
about that.
yeah, but to be thoughtful and just do
Yeah,
something
and
just to do it.
that's another thing. As far as the thoughtful part that I never got until recently was taking your feelings and your stuff into consideration when it came to whatever I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was cool with me, that means it should be cool with you. But in actuality, you got to. I never thought about how you would feel about the shit,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 it could ruin stuff.
Yeah.
You got to be
We wrote
considerate, and thoughtful of everybody of your partners, whatever how they see and think and feel about certain stuff.
mm-hmm.
If it don't coincide, y'all gonna clash. You can't be the be all and end all like when it come to when it come to shit
Yeah.
like my way or the highway type shit. Because you not
Yeah.
like you because you like I always joke on here and laugh on the podcast like I'm almost never wrong like and the crazy part about like I really carried myself like I was never wrong. Never, I was never wrong. Like you can catch
What
me doing
what
like
it say? Let it be
let it
black
be
babies.
a black baby flying around shooting people with arrows. It'd be a problem.
See.
So remember when we worked together out Conshohocken?
Yes, I do.
Like in my mind, the shit that I wasn't wrong. I'm dead wrong though.
Yo. Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
Yo, you said them white people shook.
Them motherfuckers made me quit, man. The boy was trying to talk to me like I was a kid. So
Yo,
Harold went there with me. He the foreman. So he was like, "Yo, what you doing?"
like you gonna get all us fired.
And he was like, "Yo, man, they want you in the office again. What you do now?" Like,
Again. Yeah, them white
that
folks
job,
ain't never seen nothing like you.
that job was fun though.
Yeah, it
But
was.
your brother, the one showed me how to do all the shit I was doing. We
But
go
it's the
out there. The
time.
first day we go out
But wait,
there,
you don't do it in front of them.
yeah, that was the part. That was the part I ain't get. Like, like,
Yo, I'll never forget one time we was working. You was sitting there reading the fucking Daily News. Everybody else see the supervisor come. They putting their Daily News up. They hiding it. You like this. Equipment burning, stuff in the oven. You turn the page to the Daily. This white man looking like he not even gonna flinch. You
you know,
always will be sitting there reading Daily News.
every day,
I would
man.
just look over like, oh my God.
That job, it was fun though. It was fun
Yeah.
while it lasted. I lasted like a whole year out there though.
Yeah, you see, they were scared to fire you.
I lasted a whole year, then I quit. I just walked out that one day.
They was you probably could have lasted 10 years. They were scared to fire you.
I probably should have been got fired though. I really should have.
Yeah, they were scared too. You've been the angry old head for a long time. They're scared. This ain't just start. People on this podcast probably think this just started. Like, no, this go 30 years back.
Yo, that's crazy because that's how long we worked there. I worked there like 95.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Damn.
It's been a long time.
The
So let me
first
ask
day,
you something. What do you think we could do to make like the next generation be better or not make the mistakes we made?
like it's gonna have to be action. Like
Mhm.
they got to see. We can't just say what it is. They got to
Mhm.
see us living a certain way and doing certain stuff that's
I
different than
agree.
what they doing, and see that it's really working and that people's really happy to do the kind of
Mhm.
stuff that we talking about. But just
Yeah.
keep talking about it. They don't want to hear that shit. Like you
Right.
always you in the way. Like, but if we could constantly show them like action, like I
Yeah.
tell people, love is an action word.
Right.
That shit is about action. Like you got to show that shit. It ain't no noun. Like that shit is
Mhm.
is a verb. That shit is action. So
Yeah.
if you show them, like if you give them like even if you when you give if you give them somewhere to go or something to do, they'll do it. But if they
That's like
idle, like idle mind is a devil's playground.
and it's funny you say that because remember Janice, the dance teacher,
Hmm.
the people at the rec center, they loved us.
Yeah,
They took care of us.
Miss Rose and Miss Shirley,
As bad as we
homework
got on their
class, like
nerves, as bad as we
yeah,
got on their nerves, they loved
a whole
us.
bunch of kids in there doing their homework, making a whole bunch of noise.
Yep. And guess what?
We're really only there for the milk and cookies and shit.
Yeah.
For the
But
cookies and
guess
shit.
what? But guess what? All of us got pregnant when the rec center closed.
Dang.
When
Yup.
the center
Happy.
closed, when the center closed, all of us got pregnant. It's like we ain't got nothing else to do now. All right, we gonna smash.
Damn.
Oh, when the
That's
rec center
crazy.
closed, we was in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
After the center closed, we was in the streets.
Yeah, because we go there every day. I remember we used to break in there on the weekends. They're playing there, and your brother Ralph, remember he was working there. That motherfucker caught us in there and sprayed us. He chased us down and sprayed us with the fire extinguisher. We used to break in there, steal the motherfucking canned fruits, and then open that shit up, eating, in there skating and all kinds.
That was our spot. I
Yeah,
always
that's
said
the center,
if I ever won the lottery, I would buy the center and put it how we had it.
and
Like it was a place of
do it the
love.
same. Yup.
It was
Do
a
it was
place of
like
love.
and we all was in there every day. You
Yep.
come straight home from school, you go to the center.
But
You go there.
now Janice, she good now, but she was battling cancer.
Oh yeah.
I take her to a doctor's appointment, take her to the market. I
Hmm.
said, look, whenever you need me,
Hmm.
call me. I'm there because you have no idea what you mean in my life. Like
Yeah.
it's she don't have no kids. I said, we your kids. It's our turn to
Yep.
take care of you.
A whole bunch of us.
Yep. I said
Miss Jan.
it's our turn to take care of you.
Yeah. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen Miss Janice in a long time.
Yeah, she looks good. She looks
I haven't
good.
seen her in a long. I remember all like Miss Rose, Miss Shirley, like in
Mhm.
that building next to the gym. You go
Yeah,
in there,
but
you
you
do your
think back
homework.
like they loved us. Like they
Yeah.
put up with us
They
every
took
day.
care of us. And we was some badass kids.
Yeah.
Well, not like bad doing crazy
Yeah,
shit,
not
but
cussing them out. Yeah.
yeah. We
We
was
were
some
running
active ass fucking
around
kids
and
and shit. Whole bunch of boys, whole bunch of girls.
yep.
and
And your
we
feet stunk.
followed y'all around and shit when y'all cheering everything. So what would you say is the biggest mistake we make when choosing a partner?
I would say looking at things and stuff and not looking at a person for who they really,
The superficial
really
shit.
are. Yeah.
The superficial material shit or
Yeah.
cause she look a certain way,
Yep.
I want her.
Yeah.
But she
I
can look a certain
remember
way and then don't be what you need.
I remember her when we was dating, his polo shirts, the horse had like a missing leg and was swinging the wrong way. You know how he dressed.
And he don't give a, but that's Herb. The Herb don't give a fuck.
Yo, his polo shirt. It's like, hold up, your horse only got 3 legs.
Herb don't give a fuck. Herb had a clean
Yo,
shirt on.
yes, your Adidas sweatsuit got 2 stripes.
Mm. But look, I'm gonna end this tonight, and I'm gonna tell you something that you gave me some advice, and I didn't take it, and I should have took that shit.
What was it?
Do you remember when I called you and I talked to you when I was getting ready to get married,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically told me not to marry that girl,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't listen to you.
But who listen? That's okay.
No, I'm just saying, like I should have listened to you. You ain't had like you cared, you loved me, you cared about me, and I just look at it like, well, she don't really know her like that, so
Let me
and
tell you
not that
what.
you being the woman,
You know I only want the best for you.
yeah.
And in the first, if I could be honest, remember we
Mm-hmm.
came up your house? Y'all had like a party or something?
Mm-hmm. Oh
And
yeah,
me
with
and me,
the food and stuff.
huh?
When y'all made the salad for me.
And we was in your kitchen. Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something. If I'm entertaining my man friends, ain't no another woman coming up in my kitchen cooking and
But
making
you
stuff.
my sister though.
No, 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 no. You can help me, but I'm not gonna walk around in high heels being cute while other women in my kitchen navigating. I don't care if I'm looking a hot mess. I'm gonna hold it down and make sure everybody good because this is my house. That's just me.
Well,
Now if
actually,
she's
it wasn't her house. She wasn't living with me then.
but
And
still,
remember, she didn't even know that it was happening. And I'm not trying to take up for anything. It was a surprise to her. So she
yeah,
didn't even know.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But y'all, I mean, y'all went there and y'all did what y'all did. And,
Oh,
y'all,
absolutely.
yeah.
You know what?
I remember you. It was you, Manny. And what's
We
Sid
don't
was
have
with
to be
y'all?
in each yeah, we don't have to be in each other's face. But when
Yeah.
we call, it's like I
Like you
might
were
not
like
see you
when I
for
called you
months.
tonight, like you was like, oh, for
Yeah,
you, I do it.
yeah. Listen, I had stuff to do. What you gave me an hour?
Yeah, it was like, yo, I know it's kind of last minute. I've been meaning to call you for a while, and it keeps
Last minute,
slipping
it
my
was
mind.
last second. It was last second.
But you
But it's
agreed to do
you.
it, and I appreciate it though.
But it's you.
Yeah.
But we a
So
work in progress.
always, I know you. You good now though.
I'm good. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you good. You all the way good. I'm out here fucked up. Like you good. I'm out this joint.
No, you gonna be all right.
I
You
ain't
gonna
got
be
no
all right.
choice.
You gonna be all right.
I ain't got
Yep.
no choice. I'm cool.
We
Like I ain't.
we just got to
It
do
is what it
better.
is.
We got to do better
Exactly.
and be honest. And let me tell you something. Sometimes, like I said, I go to work and purposely like walk around like this just to show people like I'm good with
It's okay.
myself. They
Yeah, you
all
like
in
you
there
if you love
glammed up
yourself,
and
you
like,
got to love yourself first. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nothing or nobody else.
yep. And nobody's gonna love you. They gonna clearly see you don't love yourself.
Yep. Yeah, you got to love yourself first.
Yeah.
And
So wait, do you love yourself now?
yeah,
That's what's up.
100%. Like I learned a lot about myself in the past few years. Though I learned a lot about myself because
Mm-hmm.
I actually sat in my shit instead of running around, keeping busy to stay out of the shit. I sat in my shit and thought about it and figured out where I went wrong and where I didn't go wrong or what would be,
You
you know,
welcome.
the right path going forward or whatever. And
Right.
I know a lot more about myself than I did before because I allowed myself to sit and be introspective about my life and how it turned out and what I'm doing or whatever.
Right.
And I can't keep doing the same shit, the type shit, and expecting a
A
different
different
result.
result. Mm-hmm.
So I learned a lot about myself. Like I wouldn't even be doing this shit. Like I don't talk to people that I don't know.
But
Like
this is good.
I'm on the
Yeah.
platform talking to people.
This
On
is
camp. Like I
good.
don't do that shit. That was never me.
This is
So,
good though. This is good.
but even going forward, like so what I'm saying, what I was going to say before was when I do end up, whoever I end up with, they're gonna have to be comfortable with the fact that I already know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, and then
But
they're gonna have to like my reputation basically precede me or whatever.
but
But
you know what?
I'm not that anymore though.
But here's the thing: when they love you, they'll know all that. That's like me. That's like you. Herb, no. You, Flash. I grew up loving a lot of men. Never slept with them. I'm like, these my brothers. I love these dudes. A lot of men in relationships don't allow people to have
Can't handle
relationships
that.
like
Yeah,
we got,
yeah.
but he know me and he know I love y'all. If they call, they need me, I'm there. But he's securing what we have
Exactly.
that I can have y'all.
And see, he like the only time you're not cool with that is because you know that you would be trying to smash.
Yeah.
So you know that you would be trying to do some shit like that. So it ain't so everybody else got to be doing what you trying to do. So
Yeah.
Herb, he know what it is. Like he cool with what he got. Like you said, he's secure with what he got, and he
Hmm.
don't feel threatened at all. And,
Yeah.
and, and
Because it's a lot of
none of us would ever do anything to disrespect him.
yeah. And I told him it's a lot of y'all you, Space, Bushead, Johnny, Dirk. Like he know I love it's a lot of men I
Yeah,
love. They brothers. They brothers from another mother.
we all came
But
up together.
but you be surprised a lot of men don't be allowing you like, oh, you got them friendships gotta go.
No, that's corny though.
Yeah.
That's
But it
corny.
happens. It happens.
Should I see you? We hug each other
Yep.
like we married and shit. Like
Yep.
run right up on each other.
Yep. Yes.
But
Always.
that's just what it is, and that's what it's gonna always be. And
Yep.
that's what it is. Like if I know if I need somebody to talk to, a woman,
Hmm.
I could call you. You gonna
Yep.
pick up,
Same.
or you would just
And we
you
gonna be
would-
honest. And we gonna be
yeah,
honest.
you ask like, yo, you all right? You good? Like I love
Hmm.
you. And we gotta do more of that with each other though. Like I
Yeah.
talked to Bus, like I knew he was having a bad day, so I called him. I was like, listen, man, I just called you. I don't really have nothing to say. I just wanted to let you know I love you.
Hmm.
And then we talked for a few minutes or whatever, and then I was like, I'll catch up with you later.
Yo, that's still I'm still consuming that. Like I
Yeah,
still can't believe she not here.
exactly. And he was having a bad day. Like I'm like, yo, you're gonna have them more, a lot.
Hmm.
But you got to learn how to cope with it or whatever. And
Yeah.
you got to learn how to cope, even if it take you going to go sit down and talk to somebody, a professional, because
Hmm.
he probably going to need that. Because
Oh yeah.
they family was it was just it's them three. They close. I haven't seen or heard from Vonnie since then.
But here's the crazy part. They all close, but him and Mary, they just had something
It was him and
special.
Mary. Yeah, yeah.
They had something
Him and
special.
Mary. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. I knew he was having. I saw him on Facebook, and I hit him up.
Hmm.
And he ain't answer, but he called me right back.
Yeah, we
And
gotta take care of each other.
yeah, because Ike had called me. Was like, yo, we gotta go get the Ike. We gotta go get Iceman and take him out.
Hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I'm about to call him right now. And I talked to him, and I told him that Ike had asked about him or whatever. Like, I mean, we all been around each other, man. Like
Our
we be
whole life.
55, Bus be 58, and we knew each other
Hmm.
from 10 years old, like this shit. Like,
Yes.
so that's a lifetime. Like,
Hmm.
and we never really fell out though.
Mm-mm.
Like no big arguments. You fought like we
We
never
had too
had
much
none of that shit.
respect for each other.
Yeah. So with that,
Oh, I just realized why I beat you up. I think you took my hot dog.
they was raw too. We was eating raw hot dogs.
Hot dog. That's it. Just dawned on me why I had to lay these hands over a hot dog.
We
It
was
was
eating
over
raw
a
hot
hot
dogs on
dog.
the steps and shit.
Yeah, it was over a hot dog.
So really, I tried to brew to get fucking raw. They was raw hot dogs. So I was
Yes, that's
outside.
why I had to lay these hands over a hot dog. It just
You gonna
came.
stop telling everybody you beat me up too?
It just dawned on me. It was over a hot dog. It's all
So
good.
look, I really appreciate you showing up for me tonight and
Oh, you know
blessing
I love
and
you.
blessing the family with with your story. And, if you have any parting words that you want to give, I'm give you a couple minutes if you want to give your parting words, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
I just want to say, as black men and women, let's do a better job of taking care of each other. It don't even have to be your spouse. It could be a coworker, your neighbor. Let's just try to do a better job of taking care of each other
Okay,
and
with that
see
being,
and see each other.
yeah,
Like really, just see each other.
don't just say it, just do it. Like if you want,
Hmm.
don't even say it, just action. Like I said, it
Yep.
got to be action. So we gotta put that action out there, and because it ain't get no better for these kids, man.
Mm.
And they got to see something to give them
Yep.
some kind of hope, like hope, and
I
know
feel like they just
it's better.
crying out for real. They crying
Exactly.
out.
And we just got to reach back and help them.
Hmm.
So with that being said, I'm gonna let everybody go. And I'm gonna keep in touch with you, Nick. I love
All
you.
right, you know I love you.
I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, peace
All
out,
right.
black people. All right.